Nick Sainert, who strangely can't stop smiling, and he won't tell me why. So everyone on the text line needs to pester him because he's refusing to tell me, and I don't have FOMO very often because I just frankly don't really care.
Yeah.
But this is bothering me. So don't have to talk about it right now, but we will get it out of you in the next 2 hours. You had my show last week. I was gone.
Yes, welcome back.
It's still standing.
It is.
You didn't burn it down.
It
I tuned in. I had a layover because flying out of Nebraska, you have to nowhere's direct is really
unfortunately.
Well, I mean, there are places that are direct, like shout out Chicago and Minneapolis and Dallas sometimes and Denver, but those were not my destinations. So
how was California?
It was great. It was
nice weather.
It was.
That's awesome.
Yep. One of my friends got married. So
a while ago they got married.
Well,
officially,
they were a pandemic wedding.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
They got married in their backyard last year, and then they got married again this year. They renewed their vows. They had a really big
nice?
first year, 1 year anniversary party. Yeah, it was nice. It was great. It was at like a vineyard.
Oh, vineyards.
Vineyard.
Yeah.
A vineyard in the Bay Area. So
nice weather and everything. And
yep. Was you already asked that?
The fry
see,
bar.
Nick is distracted. And he is smiling, and I can't get it out of him. What, Nick? You have to tell me what's going on.
I will not say it over the air.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
I will not say it. I can't.
Have people picked up on it? Have you been giddy all day?
No. This has been a thing that's happened.
Are you in love?
No.
What's going on?
No, it's a thing that's just been like happening the last since. Let's see, what day was it?
Good vibes.
It would have been, yeah. You could call it that. The possibility of good vibes.
Okay. So we can't talk about it.
Yeah, it happened. So let's see.
Does it have to do with DBAT?
No.
Does it have to do with
the
Cubs?
But I will say, so no, but with DBAT, ran an 80-person clinic yesterday.
I saw on Instagram.
It was a lot of fun.
You're in charge of people's kids.
Not only me. They trust
other people, but
they trust other people too. Yeah, but no, we're going out to Rising City, Nebraska.
City, Shelby. Shelby Rising City
on May 8th to do a 65-person softball clinic.
You know softball?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We give lessons.
Yeah, you have female instructors.
Yes,
and also
do.
male instructors.
Yes,
but
we do.
No softball, but
yeah, we have it all. So we're
shout out DBAT, developing and
developing
and teaching.
No.
DBAT. Beliefs and
Bingo.
traditions.
Attitudes
and
traditions and on and off the field.
Okay, that's
just that's what we added at DBAT Lincoln.
Okay.
That is not my full-time job. My full-time job is 93.7.
Well, you can have side gigs. It's fine.
Yep,
I do.
It is.
So you're doing well. You are really okay. So call in, text in 402-464-5685. I texted in during your show. Did you see?
Did you?
You didn't even read it?
I did not. I can't remember.
Okay, well, I said Rico speaking truth - Nicole.
Oh, our show today. I thought you meant when I was covering for you last Monday.
No, today.
Yes, today I did see that you texted in.
And I said, hi, friend. So that was not to you.
Rico actually texted in today, just already.
What did he say?
Tell my friend Nicole why you're smiling.
He knows?
I don't think he does.
Oh,
he does. He said, I know.
How does he know? How does everybody? Why are you smiling?
There's no reason. There's not an authentic reason to smile.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
We're off a pandemic. It's 2022. People are cranky. If you're happy, there's a reason. Why are you happy?
So I've lost 9 pounds since last Sunday.
Is that why you're smiling?
That's a big reason. I just feel a lot better. My clothes are starting to fit better. I'm trying to. So I haven't actually brought this to the airwaves, but this isn't part of it.
Okay,
this is part of it.
Let's go.
It all works together. And this is probably the part Rico's alluding to, but I'm just trying to make a lifestyle change a little bit. So
you're gonna creepily better. Smile forever?
No, just eating better and just watching what I eat. So I will say this: Nathan's helping out with it.
Oh,
So
the macro guy.
yeah, but I don't like count my
He
macros
is-
and things like that. I'm not overly
He sits
addicted
next
to
to me
it.
at 10-11 and he like pounds cottage cheese.
Yeah, see,
and plain chicken and
yeah,
like protein powder. And it's like, we get it. You are into
he
your
just
body.
eats raw protein powder.
Literally,
No,
he has like 8 tubs
yeah.
of them, and it's like, why?
So
Why is that at your desk?
no, so
I
actually,
don't want to look at it.
so basically, I've started to just watch what I eat. So it's like I've cut out fast food completely, unless it's like a dire situation, obviously. Cut out fast food.
What about when we go to Chick-fil-A?
Well, that's
Dire.
dire, absolutely. So cut out kind of fast food, and then cut out pop and soda and stuff like that. So like I'm a big carbonation guy. Like I love carbonation and like sparkling drinks. So sparkling ice, 0 calories, 0 sugar.
Those are great.
And they're really
We have
good.
'em
So that's how I get kind of my carbonation fix, if you will.
No more root beers?
Yeah, I know. There'll probably be some down the road, but like I have to go all in. So then for breakfast before I go and work out, it's
Ugh.
protein bar, a Greek yogurt, and a protein drink or a protein smoothie. Like they're called Premier Protein.
So
and
you're
it's super
smiling
good.
because you're on a wellness journey.
That like and it's working so far. Like I've built muscle since last Sunday. Not a ton, obviously, but and it's not even such of a like I want to lose 30 pounds. It's more of just I want it to be a different type of weight that I am carrying around.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that's why you're smiling. What's the text line
it's
say?
part of it. So Ubaldo made fun of me because he's like cutting out pop and soda. Damn. But I said that. Yeah, so Brumstick says this, bro, you will be amazed when you quit drinking soda. So yeah, I did it actually 2 years ago. I just stopped all of a sudden, just stopped, and I lost weight. But then
You came
I
back
gained it all.
because you were drinking root beer.
Too many root beers. And now, yeah, it's just, started I've gotten into the hazy IPAs and the some of the darker beers.
Because you're 21 now. Yep.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're a child.
I am a child, but I got to worry about caloric consumption with beer, and it can't be, just things like that.
Okay.
Oh, phone call.
We do?
Yeah, well, it's ringing. I don't know. It might be. We have this guy, Rico. Thank you. You're proud of us. We have this guy that calls in from Texas.
Heck yeah. I want to talk to him.
But is it him? Okay. Yep. No. Yep. We are not bringing him to the air.
We can't take that call.
No.
We appreciate your call, sir.
No, because this is like the 12th time today that he's called because he's found a number that somebody always picks up. Somebody's always there to answer it.
Well, yeah, it's the phone.
Yes, but he knows that we're always going to answer.
Oh.
And he does not live in Nebraska.
So we have listeners outside Nebraska.
You're right, but
I'm not from Nebraska. Okay. Anyways, now that we took 12 minutes talking about Nick's wellness journey, which I applaud. Nathan just texted me and said, put respect on my name. I've taught Nick how to diet. Nathan. Take a break, Nathan. Go home, go to bed. You have to be up in like 5 hours. Okay, busy week this week. He's still smiling. If you guys are watching,
why am I not allowed to
stream,
smile?
Yes, you are like red. You're blushing.
That's
and you're
windburned from David City yesterday in the camp.
I can't. I wrote an entire outline of this show, and I'm so distracted because you're like smiling over there. So you can tune in to the live stream and look at Nick be all strangely giddy. It's grossing me out.
No, we're chilling. We're chilling.
Big week this week. Spring game week. Wow. How excited are we? That's why you're smiling.
Yes. I'm excited for the atmosphere. Like it's gonna be a normal game day atmosphere.
Yes. So
for like the first time.
Your girl is not in football
really
fall form. I am not. I haven't run sidelines in a while. I haven't.
That's right. You have to. Like,
I haven't stood for 5 hours at a time. Yeah, you guys get to stand up top and tweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the spring game, I feel like the press box is pretty full during the spring game.
It's full
during it's full during normal games. So through the spring game, which they give college students and everything like the student broadcasters an opportunity to broadcast the spring game and things like that, which is awesome.
And radio.
Exactly.
Radio
so there's going to be even more bodies than just on a normal regular season game. So I'm wondering if they'll have a spot.
For
Like
you?
Well, for any of us here.
What do you mean?
Because there's like a couple of us going from the ticket, I think.
The press box is huge.
Yeah, I know, but it fills up quick.
Yeah,
And
but
there's a lot of people, think about it, like there's people from western Nebraska and smaller stations coming in here.
why are you talking ill of other stations in this state?
I'm not.
There's a lot of people want to cover Nebraska's team.
I understandably so.
So, okay, we will talk. Good show so far. It's been 15 minutes, 14 minutes of some nonsense. I wanted to talk March Madness, women's basketball, men's basketball last night and tonight. We'll do that in the first segment. And then coming up at 6:25, we have our guests of the day. Oh, I forgot to I didn't send you an outline.
You did not.
I don't really do that anymore because I
That's
think
okay.
you just trust me.
Absolutely.
That I will, because there are weeks when I am feeling it, feeling good, I'll write an outline. And then there are days when I'm like, Nick, I don't know what we're talking about. And
That's
I'll
right.
say that like right before we go on air, and words just kind of come out of my mouth. So
it works out well. Like,
because then you talk for 15 minutes about you're giving up pop and soda at the same time. So segment 2, 6:25, we'll have Carly Sievers back by popular demand, and Courtney Wallace of Nebraska softball. They are on a 10-game win streak, and they're 25-9 right now, and it's like half over. Or not quite.
They are really good.
They're a good team.
Like really, really good.
Good team. So
I was able to watch them on Friday and Saturday. They are very
did you go
good.
to Bowling?
I did.
Good atmosphere?
Saturday was a great atmosphere. It was Bark at the Park. On Saturday. Yeah, really adorable golden retriever was sitting on the third base side right by me and Nathan. And it was actually, I took a picture of it, I'll have to show you. But really, really good dog. I mean, then there was this German Shepherd, and I apologize if the owners are listening. But
bad dog.
The dog barked at every single thing that walked by it.
It's Bark at the Park.
Yeah, but this dog growled and barked and hooting and hollering nonstop throughout the whole entire game.
It's not called silent, be quiet dog.
No,
at the
I'm
park.
not saying you have to be silent. I'm just saying, like, don't bring the dog to the park if it's trying to tear a little wiener dog's head off. Like, that's what was happening.
It had to protect its territory.
They were fully in the grass away from a lot of people, and it still tried.
Did they seem to be like, hey?
No, they just kept going, you're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're fine. Why are we barking? You're good.
So they were trying to get it to stop. They didn't ignore it.
No. Oh yeah. No, they were trying. Yeah. I mean, they had to yank on that leash trying to get.
You should have took it for a run. Maybe needed to exert some energy.
Me. That was before. Actually, never mind.
What?
Nothing. I'm not a runner. I'm not a runner. That's why it's so difficult with this whole weight loss journey. Full circle. Weight loss journey.
I don't like running.
I do not like running.
I
Incline
hate
walk.
running. Power walk. Hot girl walks.
Incline walk.
4-mile walks.
Incline walk and stair stepper, baby.
I've heard stair steppers aren't real. Like they're real, but it doesn't actually work.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's an elliptical. Like you have to actually go outside and go to Red Rocks and run those stairs.
Yeah, I will say, once the weather warms up, I would much rather go for a walk outside than
I am also
on a
not
treadmill.
Claiming to be a fitness expert.
Yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, we were going to talk about basketball in this segment, and we have 10 minutes left. But so we'll have Courtney Wallace and Carly Sievers coming in, and then the second hour. So that's the first hour, and then the second hour we will talk some Nebraska spring ball. That is this week. If you've been living under a rock, the spring game on Saturday at 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So we will have to be there 3 hours. So this is like TV. We have to be there 3 hours pregame.
Ooh.
2 hours pregame, then 3 hours. I have to be at work 3 hours before.
Oh.
So I'll have to be there at 10.
Turns into for a long day.
Yes, and people seem to think that when the game's over, my job's done.
No
it's
way.
not. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Do you know what time the news is? The news is at 6 and 10. Okay, people. I'm not trying to be condescending to you, Nick. you're the person I'm looking at.
Exactly.
As I'm saying,
I'm just slowly glancing over at the computer every now and then, just be like, "Can somebody get me out of this?" No.
What?
I'm joking.
You can leave.
No,
I can run this show on my own.
You sure can.
So spring practice coming up at 7. Sip. I don't know if he's gonna come in. I was talking to him before I came in, and I said, if you're bored, pop in.
All right.
He had to do an interview, but
It'd be a good day to ride his motorcycle.
He did say, he's like, I have like some time to kill before the game, like 3 hours. I was like, yeah, because the game tonight's at 8:20,
But
which
it works out well with our show, with your show.
yeah, but I want to go to bed.
Mm.
My sister lives on
That's
the
a
East
shame.
Coast. That's 9:20.
That's bad.
Like,
Think about 9:20 is when the game begins. That should be when the game's getting over.
yes.
Yeah.
Then 7:30 Nebraska baseball coming around, 2 games away from 500, and then some random facts coming up at 7:45 that I want to talk about, like our picks for the night, the Batman movie, a sports bar in Portland that only shows women's sports. We are all talking.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And the name is really lame. So name is lame. Unfortunately, shout out women, but I think the business's name is lame. So
speaking about women's sports, how about Dawn Staley and the Louis Vuitton jacket?
Great transition. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left in the segment, and I have a whole segment wanting to talk about women's basketball. So,
all right.
Women's basketball. Here I go. Dawn Stanley and South Carolina are national champs. Dawn Stanley is, well, I don't know why I'm yelling, but I'm just pumped. She is the first African-American D1 coach to win multiple national titles, and the last 5 national titles have been won by a woman coach in women's basketball. Dawn Stanley won 2 of them, and then also the Stanford coach, and then Kim Mulkey when she was at Baylor, and then I don't know, one year it was canceled, and then I don't know who the one was before that.
How did maybe you won't know this off the top of your head. How did Mulkey's season end up at LSU in her first year?
Oh, good question.
Let's pull out the good old
Happer
MacBook Pro.
tweeted out a video of her like singing.
Oh, really?
And he's like, "This is really cringy."
LSU.
Let's see who can
my
find it
my
first.
laptop has been in caps lock all day, and when I turn off caps lock,
LSU
I
women's
cannot.
basketball schedule. I'm gonna find it first. They went 26-6.
Okay, so a pretty strong season. Oh, they were a top 10 program.
What happened to them? They lost in the.
They were in the SEC.
They lost to Ohio State. That sucks.
Oh, Ohio State had that transfer guard from Oregon. That was really.
They lost to Ohio State by 15.
Yikes!
On March 21st. What round of?
Second round.
Ugh.
They only beat Jackson State in the round of 64 by 6.
Yeah, but sometimes that first round game is
A little tricky.
Yeah.
Husker fans would know.
Okay. Unnecessary. So, did you watch last night's game?
Yeah, I did. I saw Dawn Staley's jacket.
That's all you noticed?
No,
was her fashion, even though she is an icon.
It was like $4,300 Louis Vuitton jacket.
Yeah, and she also has a dog that has a Twitter account.
And then, well, so does Tim Miles. But anyway.
Why do we have to bring everything back to Nebraska?
It doesn't. No,
yes, it does.
He's at San Jose State.
Literally the women's basketball game last night.
Yeah.
They tweeted out the attendance, and I'm not coming at Sean Callahan. Love the guy.
Oh no.
But he tweets the national championship for volleyball of Nebraska was this. Like, why? Why is everything compared to Nebraska?
Yeah.
Can we just appreciate the fact that that was the attendance at the women's basketball game?
Yeah, that's true. So another thing,
Sean, I love you. If you're listening, I appreciate. I mean, I shouldn't say I love Sean Callahan, but I appreciate him.
Yeah, respect. No. So one thing I also knew, or found out, was that Gino Auriemma was perfect until last night.
So was Dawn Stanley.
Dawn Staley was.
John Staley.
Staley. Yeah.
Staley.
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 Not Stanley. Staley.
Yeah, say her name right.
Dawn Staley. She's undefeated now, and Gino Auriemma is not. He's now 11-1 in games, in national championship games.
Which I would take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you were giving me those 2 odds, I would take that. So it just seemed like South Carolina. I feel like a lot of people were picking UConn, especially with Paige.
Beckers.
I want to say Buchers. There's a U.
Me too.
That's not how you say it. I covered a game when I was in Sioux Falls. I shot a game that she was at in a I don't know, it was like a Eastern South Dakota tournament that had like Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, and South Dakota all in it. So I like shot a game she was at. I only didn't have to stay long because she got all the buckets right away. But I feel like a lot of
Minnesota.
people. Yeah, that's why she was coming home.
I understand that. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people were pulling for, or they thought UConn was going to win because I feel like UConn's just an automatic lock, especially when you're 11-0 in the national championship. If you're a GNO, but South Carolina came out they threw the first punch, and it just seemed like UConn couldn't battle back. They got close.
Which is so rare. Like, it's so rare to see where UConn can't battle back.
Mhm.
And it was like, I was tuning into it, obviously. And like you said, they got out to the big run or big lead early. And then UConn tried to climb back.
It's
and they
too
did
late.
for a moment.
Mhm.
But then South Carolina just pulled away. And then you blink and it's a 15-point Gamecock lead. And you're like, what just happened over the last 3 minutes of game time? Offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they had like 16. They averaged 17 and a half, or they averaged 16, and they had 15. They had one less at the break.
They said a stat on ESPN that they get an offensive rebound on 49% of their missed shots.
Okay.
49% of their missed shots, they get an offensive rebound. So basically, half of their missed shots, they get offensive rebounds. And the SEC Women's Basketball Conference is not anything to scoff at.
Who's scoffing?
Nobody. I'm saying, like, they're playing formidable opponents.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the SEC.
It's the SEC.
It means more.
It just means more. So, they're playing well, obviously, and they're playing well. Surprise, surprise, and they won the Natty. Brian said this on the text line. I did a bracket for the women's tournament and killed it. 99.9% accuracy. 6 out of the 8 Elite 8 teams, all Final Four teams, both championship teams in South Carolina as a champ with an 8-point difference in my guess on the actual score.
Wow.
Brian, shout out to Brian. Nice
Send
work.
a picture. I don't believe you.
Proof of the pic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do believe you. Appreciate the text. Our guests are here. Courtney Wallace, Carly Sievers. We're going to take a break, and then on the other side of this break, we will be talking some Nebraska softball. Nick?
We're going. Wrong mouse. I touched the wrong mouse.
We'll be back after this.
Husker fans, don't miss your chance to get a first look at this year's Nebraska football team at Memorial Stadium. The annual Husker football red and white spring game is set for Saturday, April 9th at 1 p.m. Tickets are on sale now for only $10. To secure your tickets today or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
You know that feeling after a good, hearty meal? The worries of the world just slip away. Time slows down. Nothing but good times and good company. That's what you get with Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Mary Ellen's does food right, with a menu that includes smoked wings, pulled pork, brisket, catfish. And don't sleep on their sides, shrimp and grits, collard greens, baked beans. It's food that makes your heart happy. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, just east of 27th and Pineland. Let them fix you a plate.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
At Mountain Dew, we support the best and baddest disaster relief group in America, Team Rubicon. To show our support of Team Rubicon, Mountain Dew put in $1 million. And now you can help Team Rubicon too. Look for specially marked Team Rubicon bottles of Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, and Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Enter for a chance to win weekly prizes at MountainDewTR.com and donate to Team Rubicon. You'll earn exclusive rewards when you do. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 and older. Subject to rules at MountainDewTR.com. Ends 10/3/2020.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rob Rhodes, a Nebraska family practice physician. Are you or someone you love at risk of an opioid overdose? Get the free Opie Rescue app for your phone. Opie Rescue can guide you through the steps of how to respond to an opioid overdose. Be Opie ready. Download Opie Rescue today.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Did you know your air ducts can hold up to 17 pounds of dirt, dust, pet dander, and so much more? John Henry's is here to help make the air you breathe cleaner with a duct cleaning. If you've never had your ducts cleaned, now is the best time, especially if you have pets, someone in the home with allergies or asthma, or you've ever done a renovation. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Have you ever wanted to build a catapult? Have you ever wanted to launch something other than water balloons with a water balloon launcher? Do you want to be a national champion? Then you need to get a team and sign up for the National Avocado Launching Championship, May 21st in North Platte. That's right, the National Avocado Launching Championship is taking place right here in Nebraska. Launch avocados for fame and glory. Sign up at avocadolaunching.com. That is avocadolaunching.com. And remember, the top prize is $5,000.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Great Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Today on Hey Culligan, why does your team stink? Here's Coach Waters.
Hey, Culligan. Yeah, my team stinks.
Ooh, harsh.
No. I mean, they stink. They won't hit the showers because it makes their skin all dry and itchy.
Coach, it sounds like your guys have been hit hard by hard water.
You kidding me? Hard water?
Yep, so let's call an audible in the form of one Culligan Smart High Efficiency Water Softener to get the smooth back in their skin and the stink out of your team.
Okay, Culligan, I'm putting you in.
Coach, we're already on the way. Go to CulliganLincoln.com and schedule your free water test today.
Back to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Nicole Griffith.
Welcome back in Ticket Weeknights. I'm your host, Nicole Griffith, joined alongside a smiling Nick Sainert. If you didn't hear the first segment, we're trying to figure out why he's been so smiley. And, he's given me a lot of reasons in the commercial break, but I don't believe any of them. So something is fishy. You can call or text in 402-464-5685. We are joined now, back by popular demand, Carly Sievers and Courtney Wallace of Nebraska softball. Carly, you were just on like a couple weeks ago, and then you guys kept winning.
Yes.
And now you're back.
Here I am.
What's new? What's been going on?
Just a lot more wins, which is always a good thing. I'm here for it.
You guys are on a 10-game win streak right now. What is working? Courtney, you can answer this, or you can both answer it. But what is working for you guys besides everything?
I think we're just having fun. That's really it. I know in the past sometimes having fun has been a struggle, but I think we're just balling out and doing whatever in the dugout. We're making the cheers, saying whatever that's coming to mind, and we're just having a good time.
It's awesome. How about you, Carly?
Yeah, I'll bounce off that. We're just having fun, like she said, and we're all just like being ourselves and doing what works best for us and selling out on our game plan and doing it together. It's not just one person doing this, one person doing that. We all have the same plan and we're doing it together, which is fun.
Courtney, you said sometimes it's hard to have fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
I think just sometimes in college, the game is sometimes it's so much bigger than it is. And you forget, okay, when I was little, I used to have fun doing this all the time. And now because we're doing it on a competitive level, sometimes it gets a little mixed in there. And I think just this year with the underclassmen, it's kind of even underclassmen, upperclassmen, and the 2 freshmen we brought in. They're really goofy and they kind of just bring out that childlike energy in all of the older girls. So we've had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah, if this is you guys having fun, wait until you guys are being serious, right? And then you really lock it in. How do you guys middle of conference play right now, coming off a sweep this weekend of Rutgers? How do you just keep riding the wave? How do you keep being confident?
I think it just goes back to we're 0-0. It's a new game. It's a new weekend. We're playing completely different people, not getting too caught up in the stats or the records or the wins and all that, and just sticking to what we know and what we've worked on all year.
Carly, anything you would want to add? As you guys are both captains, how do you guys keep everyone's spirits up and also kind of level headed during this time of a 10-game win streak?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone does a really good job at staying level headed and not like we don't walk into the locker room and go, okay, let's get 11, 12, 13 this weekend. You know, we have a goal that we've had since the beginning of the season, and it's a race to 40. Courtney did a really amazing job at working on stats and points and how to best set us up to get into postseason. And that's our end goal. So it's really fun that we're on winning streaks and getting sweeps, but we know what we want in the end game, and that's what we're really focused on.
What's Coach Ravel like telling you guys? What's one of the huddles like post game after you guys just won 10 in a row, and now you like turn around and you got a week until you play Michigan State on the road, but like you're in the heart of Big Ten conference play now, which is a pretty strong softball conference. So like, what's she telling you guys right now post game when you're in this middle of this success?
She's proud of us. You know, she's happy for us. And she'll just say, we're not done yet. You know, we're not done yet. We got another one. So let's keep moving forward. Let's keep playing hard and on to the next one.
You guys, I have to ask this because Nick was there this weekend. You guys had dogs at the games. Nick said there was do you guys hear the dogs?
Sometimes, yeah, a little bit.
Did you hear the German Shepherd on Saturday?
No.
Oh,
okay. So maybe it wasn't such a big deal.
Maybe it wasn't as distracting as it was for me and Nathan then.
I didn't hear it.
Where was it?
It
Down
third base side.
Okay.
No, it's third base side behind like all the
Well, that's where
bleachers.
their dugout is.
You're right.
But he's like, this German Shepherd was blocked.
He was trying to take heads off. Like he was going for heads. Not of people, but of other dogs.
Maybe he was.
And if so, it is what it is. But
you guys have run ruled 3 of your last 4 games. Do you when did you guys think like this was possible, or do you even like know that this is like you guys are just so dominant right now in the box? I mean, you guys are both pitchers, so
yeah,
it's kind of speaking to your team's batting and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it started in the summer when we set out expectations. Also in the fall, we came up with a pyramid of ways to get us to postseason, kind of like what Carly was talking about. And I think it's just a testament to everyone's hard work. I think it's a testament to Coach Miller and her philosophy and what she's doing and what she's telling us. And a testament to the team of following the plan, sticking to the approach, and going out and handling business.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys hit? You don't hit, do you?
I do.
Okay. Do you like playing both sides?
Yeah.
Do you miss hitting?
Yeah, I mean, I hit BP, but like not super crazy.
Do you imagine Nathan when Carly goes, or if Carly went up to bat? Is he a loud fan?
he was loud when she would be introduced on Friday and Saturday.
So for reference, Carly's boyfriend works here.
That's right. Say it the correct way.
In
the correct order.
It is.
Nice work.
I'm just saying,
Nice
Carly
work,
is
Nicole.
not his girlfriend. Nathan is her boyfriend.
That's right.
And that's what we're going off of.
I love it.
Period.
And then
No complaints.
No complaints.
He was happy. I have to say, because I don't know if he compliments you a lot. Like I don't know, obviously.
You don't read their texts?
I do not. Surprise. He was happy because he warmed up some rice and chicken thing, and he goes, "Oh yes, Carly made the rice perfect this time."
Carly.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's something. Just to let you know.
Let's hear it.
We got thoughts about it.
Nothing but time. But no, that's what you say. He's like,
but
man,
no,
Carly made this rice
you did tell me that he liked it, so I was happy it all worked out.
How often do you make rice for this man?
That's awesome.
Courtney has her thoughts about it, but I'm happy it worked out.
Courtney, go ahead.
Tell us
the mic is yours.
Yeah, no, tell us the secret. Do you just use a rice cooker?
No, it's boil in the bag. It works great. You know what? Makes it pretty simple for me.
That is awesome.
He did just text me that he loves himself some Greek yogurt.
That was me that said that.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah. I replied that. Okay, anyway, we don't need to. Because Nathan, so we were talking about my diet, what he's helping me out with, right? Maybe you're not even aware of what he's going on. Anyway, he texted me and Nicole and goes, "Put respect on my name. I've taught Nick how to diet." And I replied, "Love myself some Greek yogurt."
Mhm.
in the
kind of gross.
in the morning.
Is it the Okios?
No, it's the oh my gosh, Chobani.
Nice.
Okay.
Chobani Greek
Chobani's
yogurt.
sugary.
Big value packs. Well, it's the idea that counts. It's the big value packs I bought at Costco. It comes with the black cherry, peach, strawberry, and blueberry flavors. Switch it up every single day.
There we go.
So anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to compliment you on the rice that you made for Nathan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. was not expecting that whole debacle to just go down right there. But we're
Well,
good.
for those just tuning in, we're joined with Carly Severs and Courtney Wallace of Nebraska softball. Carly makes rice for Nathan Brennan, and Courtney has thoughts. So that's where we're at. When did you guys realize? Courtney, you kind of hit on it. Maybe you said this summer, but when did you guys think that you guys were going to be this good? You're 25-9 right now, and like you have run ruled the last 3 or 4 games, and you've won 10 games straight.
I would kind of attribute to the summer. I think I said this. I don't remember when, but we met and I said, on paper, we can do this. The girls we brought back, the amount of talent we brought back, and the amount of talent we brought in, I just had a feeling. I just knew we can do this. This is going to be nothing. So I don't know what hit me. I don't know what came over me, but I said it, and I think we just believed it, and now it's happening.
So you a big motivational speaker? Are you a big manifester?
Yeah.
You said we're gonna do this, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Court's who you go to get fired up.
I am.
She can fire the people up 100%. So it stuck with us.
Yeah.
I love that. You guys this is your off day, so shout out you guys for coming in, hanging out with us. You have had a home series this weekend, and then you guys play at Michigan State on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Where do you guys are both from Nebraska?
Mm-hmm.
What stadiums in the Big Ten do you like to go to? Ooh. Or just Bolin Stadium? Is it just home games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just home.
We love the home games.
Yeah, I don't. I'd say some people have pretty campuses where their schools look better than their fields. Some people have fields that look better than their schools. One of my favorites, I think, is Northwestern. When we went and walked around Lake Michigan, I think it was.
Yeah,
gorgeous. Wisconsin has a pretty nice complex.
Yes,
but nobody tops Big Red. So
really
agreed. We have we have some of the top facilities, like the Gordon where we can do our hitting in and then just walk out to the field. Our field crew does an amazing job at making it look beautiful. So I would have to agree.
Yeah. What's the ceiling? Like, do you guys feel like
the ceiling is the roof?
Okay.
Do you guys know that reference?
No, I have no idea.
You don't? None of you know that reference?
No.
Oh,
do y'all?
Michael Jordan said it.
Okay.
They said, "What's the ceiling?" He said, "The ceiling is the roof." Oh, I'm depressed. Am I old? I'm not old.
So,
oh my gosh.
Here's the deal. Like, you guys, in my opinion, have kind of cemented yourself in a position to play in the postseason. Like, I think we can all agree on that. So,
oh, can we? We can.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you
Just
disagree?
Put words in our mouth.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Y'all are good. Anyway, like, what's next? Like, do we update the goals? What was our, like, speak to that a little bit. Like, how do you adjust goals middle of the season, and is there a ceiling to what this team can accomplish?
Well, our original goals and the goals we're still with is we're going for a ring. We're going for Big Tens right now. That's what's in front of us. That's the closest thing. That's the most achievable thing. And then after that, we're getting to a regional, a supers, and then we'll go to the World Series. But
Oklahoma City.
Yes, and when we're too far ahead, that's when you start messing up. You're looking too far ahead. You got to stay where you're at. So
that's interesting. Yeah.
This fan base, I think, is starving for, like, just, I would love to see you guys like go to the World Series.
Yeah.
Go to Oklahoma. I'm already like getting
It's been 9 years. 2013 was the last time. Yep. It's been 9 years.
Is that something Coach Ravel talks about at all, or is it very like just conference mean more, or kind of getting past conference? Does that make sense? Like, you don't want to get past conference tournament thinking of like the World Series, but is that anything she like has talked about?
Not really. I think mostly everything she says is about in the moment. That's really what we're talking about in Big Tens. We have talked about the 2013 team and what they've done and things like that, but also we're a completely different team with completely different players. There's some similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. And the game's a little different now. There's things that have changed. So her biggest thing is where we are right now. That's what I would say.
So being in the moment, what would you guys say? Do you guys rely on the most game in and game out? Is it throwing strikes, pitching to contact, using defense, or is it offense? Because, I mean, like, because right now, like, there's no wrong answer because they're both working really, really well, obviously. But when things, you know, don't go perfect, what do you guys rely on? Is it, I mean, leadership? What is it?
I would say a little bit of both. If we're struggling a little bit defensively, we're not in a fret that the offense isn't gonna come up to the plate and do what they're supposed to do, and if we're and vice versa. So I think a little bit of both, and I think that's where the good teams win, is when they know they can have both, or when one's not working, the other one is.
Can pick it up for them.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have you're at Michigan State this weekend, and then you have 3 more home series. You have Iowa, Minnesota, and then Indiana. What would you say to Husker Nation? Obviously, you still have. It's not like your season's done yet, but what would you say to them? I feel like the support, Husker Nation travels well and they show up, but like even just getting, if someone who hasn't come to a game yet, just kind of like your pitch to get them to come to bowl it.
Ooh, our pitch.
We have warm cookies.
That's true. You guys are probably my favorite guests now.
Do what we can.
Maybe bring rice next time.
Yeah, please do.
I will. You know what? I will, and you guys will see just how well I make it.
Anyway, go ahead. Answer the question. I am just so confused how you can mess up. Like, how can you mess up rice?
You can.
Really?
You can overcook
Can you
it.
scorch it? But not in a bag. Not when you microwave it.
No, so like it's you boil
Yes,
it.
explain
so
your secrets.
okay, so
It's from a bag. You just add water and then you
Yes.
steam it.
I feel like
Oh,
it'd be
okay.
But
hard.
it's so it's like the timing of
Yes,
it.
Okay,
Because like
okay.
you can have like
If
you
you've
want,
never
like,
made rice-
sticky
No, I have made rice. I
or
made rice in the
like,
pan.
Yeah, just like the texture of the rice. Like how do you want it to?
Okay.
You know.
That's what we're trying. That's what we were trying to get to 5 minutes ago.
I don't think
We got
we
there.
were there.
Yeah.
We were all.
Okay, we're
We
good.
know how
I've
to
only
cook.
ever made rice in like a saucepan.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, never mind. Continue.
You just
We're
put
good.
water in it.
Yeah, and like a little bit of butter.
I don't put butter in my rice.
Well, that was Fat Nick. That
No!
that did butter in the
Do not
pan.
call yourself that.
I'm a changed man.
Do not. You cannot say that. Okay, I think like your pitch, that is not a great way to say it because it's not. That's saying like people aren't going to your games, but just like
Yeah, people are showing up.
people
Mhm.
are.
It's
So
awesome.
it's like,
It
what
is.
would you say to Husker Nation or to those like who are supporting you like from afar, like to come show out? You guys have your 25-9, 10-game win streak, and you have 3 more more home series. Like,
Yeah.
bring the people out.
Well, one, thank you for coming out because it's been a little bit since we've had a packed stadium like that.
And it's fun.
And it is
It's
fun.
awesome.
We can hear you, like literally. It's
We can
probably
feel
the,
you.
The best atmosphere I've had in a long time,
Mhm.
and
It's awesome.
just keep coming out. I mean, sometimes we do bark at the park and giveaways and free items. So come get your free items.
Yeah, it's an atmosphere. Like they can testify to this. It's fun. There's
It was
always
a lot of
something
fun.
going on our scoreboard. Or I mean, the games are awesome. Just
Yeah.
come out. It's a great atmosphere. You won't regret it. It's always a good time.
And then I want to ask the 15-0 win against Creighton. Yes. How much fun was that? That's I hate asking like as questions like how much fun was this? What did you feel? But how much fun was that game? You guys like crushed Creighton. Oh my gosh, you're from Omaha.
I'm from Omaha, yeah. But I think it was just a good win. I mean, the last time we played them, it was not pretty. And so we kind of had a little chip on our shoulder, and it was just a fun one.
It was like 6-0 in the top of the first.
Blink of an
yeah,
eye.
it was a good one.
Carly, I feel like you're holding thoughts back.
No, it was a good one.
You're so polite that you just don't. She doesn't want to say anything mean.
I had a good time. I mean, I would do it again.
I need you on my PR team. She could be my PR person. She, like always says nice things. So that's Courtney Wallace, Carly Sears of Nebraska softball there at Michigan State for a 3-game series this weekend, and then they have Iowa. right away, starting a
Tuesday.
Tuesday
Doubleheader.
doubleheader.
And who doesn't want to come out and watch us play Iowa?
I'm off on Tuesdays.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What else are you gonna
I'm
do on
rolling
your
up there.
Tuesday?
I'll be there. We'll be there.
All right, we'll be there.
Awesome.
Hopefully, it's not bark at the park.
What? One dog barks too much for you.
Really, really awesome golden retriever was hanging out with us though.
Oh, there you go.
Big golden retriever. I found my way to golden retriever TikTok. It's dangerous.
You
place.
haven't been there yet?
No, I just got here.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm on aquarium TikTok.
All right.
Wow. I want fish. I want a saltwater aquarium. Sue me.
There you go.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to add before we let you go?
No, thanks for having us.
Thank
And
you.
come out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll be there. Nick and I will be there. Nick and Nicole. We could do like a.
Taking it on the road.
I'll put
Speaking of on the road, sorry to interrupt.
No.
If you guys make it to Oklahoma City, which I hope you do, we got the okay to broadcast from Oklahoma City. So if you
So no pressure.
if you
but
make it to Oklahoma City,
we have the
there will be
permission now,
at
so-
least there will be two of us, including Nathan.
including Carly's boyfriend.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess it up.
He was nervous. He was like,
I was so nervous. I looked at it. I was like,
including
but yeah,
Nathan.
yeah, no. So me and Nathan got the okay today that if you guys make it to OKC, then we're gonna be there.
All right. Wow, you
So
guys are
that'd be
thinking
pretty
ahead.
hype. That'd be pretty hype, actually.
Okay, well now you just jinxed it. So
No, not at all.
No, I'll be there. If you guys make it to OKC with us,
You'll be there.
I'll have some back surprise
you
for
guys
you.
will be.
You guys will be there. Oh,
We can learn how to make rice. That'll be a segment.
awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys. We're gonna take a break and then we will round out the show, not the show, the first hour of the show after this.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 330 North 48th Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your KFXL Fox Nebraska weather. For Monday, we're expecting a high right around 62, along with mostly sunny skies. Clouds roll in late tonight with a low right around 39. We'll still see passing clouds throughout Tuesday with a 40% chance for rain showers and a high right around 63. I'm meteorologist Regina Bird for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Did you know your air ducts can hold up to 17 pounds of dirt, dust, pet dander, and so much more? John Henry's is here to help make the air you breathe cleaner with a duct cleaning. If you've never had your ducts cleaned, now is the best time, especially if you have pets, someone in the home with allergies or asthma, or you've ever done a renovation. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
An Empire Fence is an investment in your home. This year, use your tax return to make that investment. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and security while improving the appearance of your home. Visit empire-fence.com to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home. With your tax return on the way, schedule your project now. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Great Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Back to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Nicole Griffith.
Welcome back in Ticket Weeknights. This session will be short.
Very.
Yes, like how short?
Like maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, I love that. Great show so far today. Started off talking a lot of random stuff, a smorgasbord, if you will, in the first segment. And then we just had Courtney Wallace and Carly Severs, who brought in the warm cookie. Carly's so nice. Shout out, Carly. Anyone would be lucky to date her.
Anybody.
Any one person in particular should be very lucky.
Yeah, I guess she makes rice really well too. So
a lot of people make rice really well. It's you who doesn't know how to make rice. And also in this last segment, I just got a message from someone that you not knowing the ceiling is the roof.
Who said that? Call him out.
Michael Jordan said that.
Yes.
Okay. For the listeners, 402-464-5685, when you hear the ceiling is the roof and someone said that, and that someone is the greatest athlete potentially of all time.
I don't know. Like it probably doesn't surprise a lot of listeners that I didn't think of that, or I hadn't heard of that in a while, because I was born in 2001. Like
he said it 2 years ago.
Oh, on The Last Dance?
No, he said it
okay.
like
I was saying I watched the whole Last Dance. I didn't remember that part in The Last Dance. It's fine. Like
it doesn't matter if you were born in 2001.
Add it to the list of embarrassing moments that have happened when I'm on the air.
What else has been embarrassing?
Oh, geez, I could go on talking about how I wanted to get arrested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Michael Jordan said the ceiling is the roof in 2017 Saturday night. Well, whatever.
So 5 years
at a
ago.
UNC versus Duke game.
Yikes!
At Chapel Hill.
It's so weird to think 2017 is 5 years ago.
Yeah, but that's
anyway.
All you guys laughed and didn't know it. Over your heads.
Yeah, I was not the only one. I'm glad.
Also, great show. More halfway done. More to go. Steven Sipple is coming in. He just texted me and he said, "I'll be there at 7." So The man is bored if he wants to come on my show. So it is spring game this weekend. A few shows ago, I talked about the 5 things that I want to see from the Huskers this spring ball, spring ball practice, and we will break those down and see where they are at, and also we will have Steve Sipple's analysis. So, yeah, I don't know how much longer to go on this.
We're good. Yeah, we're good whenever you want to.
Okay, well, cue the music.
There's no music at this hour, second hour. I can cue music if you'd like that.
Well, I feel like sometimes you play music before we go to breaks, so it's not as awkward.
Oh, I can do that. Hold on.
Do. What is it? This like slow jazz?
There he is.
All right, we're gonna take.
This is Bach. This is not me. This is all Bach's
Sometimes
music.
I just know Jake plays music, so I know to cue
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Jake does not do what they're called back ends, where it says, we go to break and it's like follow Nicole on Twitter. They don't usually do that. Jake does just this.
Yeah.
Same with our midday show, but like me and Rico do our just normal back ends.
We're gonna go to break, and we will come back with Steve Sipple of the Lincoln Journal-Star, and early break with Sip and Jake after this.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Here's your binky, buddy. We'll be home soon. You'd never give your baby a pacifier that has cigarette ash on it. But if you're smoking around your kids, yeah, it's kind of like that. Secondhand smoke contains thousands of toxic chemicals that can have a lasting effect on your child's health. Protect your children. Don't smoke around them or any child.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line. 1-800-QUIT-NOW. 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 330 North 48th Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Great Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Have you ever wanted to build a catapult? Have you ever wanted to launch something other than water balloons with a water balloon launcher? Do you want to be a national champion? Then you need to get a team and sign up for the National Avocado Launching Championship, May 21st in North Platte. That's right, the National Avocado Launching Championship is taking place right here in Nebraska. Launch avocados for fame and glory. Sign up at avocadolaunching.com. That is avocadolaunching.com. And remember, the top prize is $5,000.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
Another packed spring sports season means it's time to get to N Street Drive-In to fill up on all your beverage needs. Stop by for great deals as April's beers of the month are Deschutes Fresh Squeeze IPA, Wild Onion Ubi Goober Hazy Peach IPA, and Belching Beaver Brewing. Also, make sure to download the new N Street Drive-In app to order online and to set up delivery right to your front door. And don't forget their top-notch growler fill system. N Street Drive-In, your one-stop beverage stop at 1801 O Street.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen from Early Break. I've got my friend Alex from Ageless Men's Health here. I went to high school with Alex, and he was also in the Marine Corps. Alex, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Guys, we know there's a lot of testosterone companies out there, but Ageless Men's Health is different. Our personalized approach looks at the whole body, not just the numbers. Ageless only employs registered nurses and nurse practitioners to handle your care. And at Ageless, we listen to what you have to say. We invite you to check us out at agelessmenshealth.com or check us out on Google and our 100+ 5-star reviews. Ageless Men's Health, 34th and Old Cheney.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights.
Okay, here's the deal with Nicole.
Live from Copple Chevrolet GMC Studios in the heart of Lincoln, America.
She's just gonna tell it like it is.
Nicole is, she's very wise.
Sometimes you're not gonna like it.
Here is your host, Nicole Griffith.
Ah, hard.
Stop talking. Get up! Get lined up! Why, you guys? What?
Careful.
Okay, so
Really gotta be careful.
Nick,
I got to turn down the
lock
music.
in.
I'm
Sip, lock in. Breaking news. Steve Sipple is bored, and he's here on a Monday night of spring game week. And how many times have you been on my show and I told you to not talk before I introduce you? Every single time you do this.
every time, Sip.
I gifted you that hat.
You did.
You come in my show with that hat on.
Yeah.
King of the Road. You wore that same outfit the last time I saw you. Have you not changed?
I have 2 of these shirts. I do. I bought 2.
And you had 2 of those hats because
Yeah.
you lost one.
Yeah. I bought 2 King of the Road shirts. Yeah. Hey, what I learned listening to you guys, which you guys are great, by the way.
Aw.
It's
Thank
really
you.
nice. I mean, it's really funny.
It's
It was-
interesting.
You never know what direction it's going to go.
It's well, you kind of do. You know, you're going to get admonished by Nicole at some point.
That's true.
Get
out!
Right? Get out.
Just leave.
I can do the show.
I can do this without
told,
you.
She told you on the air to leave. I can do the show without you. That was beautiful.
Well, he interrupted me or something stupid,
I think I was talking about my weight loss journey.
which is important.
Which Sip, I'm doing this for you, Sip.
Sip, don't make fun of him.
I'm not.
He calls himself
I'm not shaming.
Fat Nick.
Yeah.
I do not call him
No,
that.
he
I know he
does.
does.
There was one time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This is awkward.
Yeah, we had just met too, so it was really odd.
It was the second day we met.
This is the ticket
that
after
dude
hours, and I don't approve of you saying what you called Nick. So you can't say it
Really?
again.
Even after hours, it's not
Yeah.
good? All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I was out of breath from laughing because when you weigh this much.
Nick! Stop! You're not fat. Stop saying you're fat.
He's wheezing.
I told him to stand. It might be better for his wellness journey than sitting.
On this journey.
Do you believe in stair steppers?
Yes.
Nice.
Well, they exist.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're a mythical
He can
creature. I'm just
believe in
saying.
them.
Do they
No,
work?
they work. Jake does it. Jake Sorensen.
Jake also sprints his 18-hole golf, his golf holes. Like, I could not golf with him. I'll do the driving range with him, but he's too much. 402-464-5685. Go ahead and call in. Sound off on Sipple if you have any questions for him for spring ball. Sip is joining us. I didn't get a tweet about you coming to join us, so I didn't know you were coming until 10 minutes ago. So, welcome.
Yeah, well, it's good to be with you guys.
Yes, you may speak now.
Yeah.
Were you riding your Harley?
No.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful
I
evening.
thought about it.
The hog.
I don't know. I just was kind of in a hurry. I looked at the clock. I was a little late, and you know when you get on a hog, you gotta get all jacketed up, and you gotta get your helmet on, and instead of just jumping in the truck and going.
That's
I was so I remember asking you, like, when I first met you a couple years ago, like, do you wear your helmet? And you're like, of course. And I didn't know it was a law in Nebraska because South Dakota of the rally is no law.
Yeah.
And so when I've ridden on the back of bikes, I wear a helmet because my first time ever riding on the back of a bike was the interstate, and I hated it.
Why? That's a very safe way, actually.
I would rather just drive
Here's
in
why
town.
it's safe on the interstate. I always feel
No,
very-
you're like 3 feet from dying.
No, you're not. Here's the deal: on the interstate, where you feel very comfortable on a motorcycle, because it's one-way traffic. You know, there's nobody turning in front of you.
Oh,
So I love it.
I just felt the speed. I was like uncomfortable, and I'm like,
You get used to 90.
I don't want. So I have like
Hundo.
I have like a fear of. I'm gonna open my heart right now.
Okay.
Okay, be serious, Sip.
I have a fear of heights, right? Like a lot of people do. I don't particularly ever want to go like sky bungee cord jumping or
Yeah,
sky.
I don't trust the cord.
And people say like,
well, you're a bigger dude too.
Listen to this guy. This is exactly what I'm saying. Nothing's changed. I've been here since November of 2019, and nothing's changed. No,
come on.
I'm
I'm just gonna
uncomfortable.
say-
I'm just saying, like, when people say like you should go skydiving to get over that fear, and it's like I don't really need to get over it.
Yeah, you don't need.
I'm fine being scared of heights.
It's okay to be having a fear. Like, it's okay to have fears.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Nick.
No
I'm
problem.
glad I have your approval because that's what I was seeking.
Yeah.
Anyways, spring game. Nick's concerned that there won't be any seats for him in the press box.
That's not.
He said that.
What?
Not because of his
There'll
weight,
be plenty.
but because
There'll be plenty.
he says it's
Do
gonna.
they make wide seats
They're cutting them. No, they're widening the seats.
in the South Stadium?
Yeah.
Not in the press.
Not in the press box though.
Well,
That's where
Trev, if you're listening, he's not. But if you were,
He might be.
He might be.
Okay, so Nick, there'll be room in the press box.
Good.
Yeah.
will you be in your normal spot right down the stairs?
Yes.
Is that your spot?
Yes, this has been for 25 years.
Wow. You got bottom row. Wait
Is it?
to start.
When I was just a young guy.
Young pup doing the bowling
Yeah.
column.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I did. I had that actually. It's good. They're good seats,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all good seats up there, right?
Oh, I got lucky. Do you remember in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Where I got.
I do remember very well. 'Cause
Sip
I was
was
very envious.
butthurt.
Yeah, I was.
Sip was butthurt of where I got assigned in Norman.
Because you had a TV in front of you, a TV behind you.
Yeah, and I was right at like the 50-yard line.
Yeah, you had a really good.
Right at the 50-yard line. The Chick-fil-A meal and the cooler was directly behind me.
Yeah,
Well, we don't do fast food anymore.
We don't. Well, Chick-fil-A in dire situations.
Is when Nicole needs Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That's
Dire situation.
But no, the cooler was right behind us.
Yeah, you had a great setup.
Sip was not happy about it.
You had a great setup, and that was a very.
Well, you
interesting
should go to
game.
Penn State with Sip.
Oh God.
Do you like Happy Valley?
It's not very happy.
Really?
He's not a
Have you
happy.
ever been up there?
No, I've not.
Yeah, that's not a place you want to go.
So Norman is the only road game I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, he's not a Happy Valley man.
Until this year, I think I'm going to Ann Arbor.
That's a great trip. You'll enjoy.
I think I'm going to Ann
It's
Arbor.
a great press box too. It's a
Yeah.
big old press box. Stadium's 100,000.
Yeah.
It's fly to Detroit, drive to Ann Arbor. It's 30 minutes.
I'm a little bummed that they changed the date of the game
I didn't
because it's now later in the year instead of earlier.
Aw, you're gonna be cold.
You have to take those things into account.
No, you don't. You're in the press box.
chilly.
We shoot the games.
That's true.
Cry about it.
But think about like the walk to the press box.
Oh, for crying out loud, Nick.
Oh, I send Sip selfies of me shooting in the snow on the sidelines, and
Really?
he's up top, and he's like, "Looking cold," and I'm like, "Yes, you do.
Better bundle up."
Yeah, I think I say that.
Got your gloves on."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
Today we heard from Frost and Trey Palmer. Trey is interesting.
Trey Palmer. It was a new guy day, actually. You heard also from Tommy Hill and Anthony Grant and Deshaun Singleton. It was new guy day, and those guys are first of all, they're all in the picture, and Tommy Hill and Trey Palmer are guys that are not only in the picture, but Tommy Hill's going to start at corner, probably one corner opposite Quentin Newsome, and Trey Palmer might be the best offensive player on the team. I mean, they did a good job of identifying these transfers, getting them in here, and they'll be impactful. Now, I'm not drinking Kool-Aid. All I'm saying is they're going to play. I'm not saying they're going to push Nebraska to new heights. I'm just saying those guys, Tommy Hill going to play, Trey Palmer going to play, Anthony Grant definitely going to play, running back. Singleton at safety is a possibility. I think probably in the rotation, not as a starter. There you go.
There you go.
That's some big information.
How do we think this?
Let me see if I can put that in my brain.
Hey! She rolled her eyes.
I know.
I didn't roll my eyes.
It's fine.
I never
Nicole.
roll my eyes.
You always roll your
no,
eyes
I
when
don't.
I talk. Yes,
I
you
do not.
It's fine.
They glaze over because we're talking.
Very boring.
How
yeah.
does the running back room?
You want me to let it out?
Because people aren't talking about Gabe Ervin right now because he's not participating. Yeah, exactly, not yet. So if once fall comes around and he's in that conversation, you're having four guys that people feel relatively good about in Jaquez Yance, in Anthony Grant, Ramir, and then obviously Gabe Ervin, who was the number one until whatever quarter in Norman, the third quarter I think, when he got hurt, or second quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
How should we expect that? I mean, obviously we're 4 months away, but how should we expect that to play out?
Okay, I think that, well, first of all, you need four. I mean, you need five. I mean, the new running backs coach Brian Applewhite has said he wants 5 guys ready to roll. The way it's shaken out right now, if they're going to play tomorrow, it would be a very close call whether Yant would start or Grant would start. Now, Ramir is going to be a big part of this, but not as probably a starter because he's a littler dude. He'll catch a lot of passes out of the backfield. He'll be used. Yeah, then whenever Gabe Ervin gets back to full steam, he'll be a factor. They'll have some decisions to make, or the kids will make the decisions for them.
Yeah.
But they have a pretty good stable back there. I think Grant's, this is a dude that has come in and made a big, big impression.
I at the beginning of spring practice made 5 takeaways for spring ball, and so I'll just say what they are, and I don't have to have 1A and tell me what you think should be added or not added, or what's important or not important, besides everything being important, because I made the list and it's my show. So 1, quarterback battle. I feel like that was obviously very important with Casey Thompson and Chubba Purdy, but I feel like it's really obvious who QB1 is going to be, and that's QB11. So quarterback battle.
Keep Logan Smothers in that conversation.
Okay.
Realistically,
right now it's 2. Because Chubba Purdy has just not been able to practice.
Well, I know that, but
Chubba Purdy has practice, but not a lot of live action.
He just had his first team practice a couple days ago. Yeah.
What's the gap size there between the two?
Well, Frost today said they're nowhere. Now, this is Frost, and you could say it's coach speak, but this is what the man said. He said they're nowhere near ready to name a starter. And I think we know inevitably probably where this is going, barring injury to Casey, but it would help everybody involved if he's getting pushed every day. So you hope Logan Smothers is pushing him. Go ahead, Nicole, with number 2.
2 is size. Who's looking bigger, faster, stronger? I feel like we don't see them for a couple months, and then they come up to the podium, and we're like, wow, Garrett Nelson is a brick.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see when we get to finally shoot.
And who's lost weight, too. Jaquez,
Cut out Raising Cane's.
He did.
That's it. That was it.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Fast food.
Late night snacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cut out a lot of fast food.
Well, because people were talking about like, oh, he's big, he's looking big, he's big. It's like, but that's not what we want.
He went from 250 some to 232.
That's important.
Yeah.
3, offensive line. Who is starting? Who will take this first snap at center? Do we
Right now, Trent Hickson would be that guy. Now, partially, they haven't announced anything about Ethan Piper, but he hurt his finger on his snapping hand. Not announced. Nobody's talked about it. But Hickson right now would be their number one center, Trent Hickson. But I think when Corcoran comes back, Turner Corcoran, he's not practicing this spring. They will give him a chance to win that center job. We'll see what that looks like in August. Nick, you seemed hesitant.
Yeah, I don't know. I struggle getting behind that. Now, obviously,
why is that?
Well, he's one of your best tackles.
Yes.
In an offensive line that's been relatively poor.
Well, right.
And you've had to bench some guys, and now we're going to take our best tackle and move him to center.
Is he your best tackle?
See, I mean, it's him and Prohaska.
Yeah.
Prohaska's young. You have to think we've seen a pretty small sample size of Prohaska.
Your best tackle might not be on the roster right now either.
That's something to think about.
Portal.
That's not a good roster to have.
Well, that's the world we're in, though. They'll look for a tackle in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. They'll look. I don't know if they'll find
Speaking of, how much attrition do we expect after spring?
more. Nothing. I don't think anything crazy. I mean, just like other schools,
Just
are gonna-
normal. Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be guys that go
Come
through
and leave
Yeah.
from the
What-
spring game.
Yeah. So what happens is guys go through spring. They will meet with the coaching staff, and some guys won't like their position on the depth chart and decide to leave. It'll happen all over the country. So there'll be a lot more transfer portal movement after the spring game, and in the month of April, May, probably into June.
4
Okay.
on my list of 5 takeaways from spring ball: leadership, because
Mm-hmm.
all the captains are gone from last year, and Adrian was a 4-year captain. So who's leading this team?
Garrett Nelson for sure. They've identified Garrett Nelson.
He's in all the videos.
Yeah, they've identified Garrett Nelson as the main leader. I think Nick Henrich has been identified in that way. Ty Robinson, in the back end, Miles Farmer, veteran players, but Garrett Nelson, team wide, is a leader, just not defense. He's a team wide leader.
And then which unit will seem the most cohesive come Saturday? So we have
Question.
special teams, defense, offense. I feel like a lot of eyes are on offense because of all the bells and whistles that have been put in this offseason. But the defense lost a ton of people, pieces, whatever.
They did.
And then also special teams has always been atrocious. So who's going to look the most cohesive?
I think the offense has the best chance.
It's also the spring game, and so it's like Nebraska versus
that's a strange
Nebraska.
thing to say, isn't it?
Which part?
The offense.
The offense. Yeah, I was shocked. I thought you were going linebackers.
Okay, well,
that's
if we're
where I
gonna say
would have went
position
linebackers.
Position groups. Let me. Okay. I'll maybe linebackers. But you're missing Reimer.
He's out.
You're
Currently
missing-
through spring, right?
You're
Yeah.
missing Garrett Snodgrass. So I don't know what the inside
They're
linebacker.
missing a lot of
Yeah,
guys.
they are. They're missing so many that they don't know if they can go with two separate teams.
It might not even be a spring game.
Right. It might just be defense versus offense, offense versus defense. Now, I want to go back to that position group. I don't know. I just look at like, are you asking me, what group do I feel best about? I would say running back, receiver, either one of those.
You're feeling the best about running backs?
I think they got a good group.
Or a wide receiver sans Xavier Betts.
Yeah, even without
Okay.
Betts, I think they're pretty good there.
Is he
and
gone?
there's a name to remember. Yeah, I'll address that. Xavier Betts.
Okay, is this a press conference?
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Xavier Betts.
I'll address
You can
that.
go. No,
I'll
You
address
can
that.
leave.
I-
Cue the music. Play the bit where
I like it when you tell people to leave your show. I think you should do that more.
That's just how you actually say goodbye to people.
okay,
You
see ya.
can leave.
You may leave now.
I don't think you'll see Xavier Betts play for Nebraska again.
Is he on like academic suspension or is he gone?
No. If he wanted to play, he could. That's the best way to put it. If he wanted to practice today, he could.
It was just the way Scott worded it. was weird.
They will continue. I want to emphasize something. Nebraska will continue to take care of Xavier Betts if he wants that assistance.
They do that every year.
Yeah.
I mean, they always whether it's taking gambles on recruits, and sticking with them. For example, Jacquez Yant, for example, Xavier Betts, which it didn't work out for him. Maurice Washington was one as well.
It was working out for Xavier. He's choosing not to play.
I was say grade wise, which was the concern,
grade-wise.
which was the concern coming into Nebraska.
Okay.
Grades were.
I think he's fine.
They stuck with him.
I think he's fine grade wise. I think so. I don't think this is an academic issue. It's not a legal issue. It's not a disciplinary issue. This is he didn't want to play. So I don't think you'll see him in the transfer portal. Is what I'm getting at.
He just doesn't want to play football.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, that's my read on it. And it's an educated read. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, you're educated.
I'm fairly arrogant, as you know.
Yeah, you're super arrogant. No.
Nick, am I super arrogant?
I shouldn't answer that.
I mean, you are a print guy. You throw some words around and you're like, meh.
Yeah,
I can't
just
even,
like that.
I can't even think of what a word would be because I don't use it.
I should.
Anything from that QB battle, size, offensive line leadership, and units. Anything from that outside of that is standing out to you because you, Parker, and Baz and Clark are going to be writing up a ton. Right? So what other angles are you guys kind of looking at?
The angle I'm really looking at, I thought about it today actually as I was doing another show. Wow,
why did he have to put that in there?
Why the arrogance?
Yeah, because I can't help myself.
How arrogant?
Yeah. I think watching these new guys, so there was 16 new scholarship players, and watching the core guys that we've kind of talked about is the most interesting thing to me, starting with Casey Thompson and then going to Trey Palmer and then Tommy Hill and Anthony Grant. Those guys are, hey man, these are their guys. I mean, these are the guys that they're hoping get them to the next levels of program. Frost said in November, remember what he said? We're going heavy to the portal and transfer market to get this program to the next level. They brought in some pretty good players. And now we're going to see if they can get them over the top.
All right.
How about
Nick?
that?
Why are they against naming a starter?
I don't think there's any rush.
It might cause problems when Nebraska plays in Nebraska in the spring game.
So here's a question.
I can answer that.
Does this staff operate with the feeling in mind that they don't want to name starters because of the way college football is now?
No, I think a lot of it with the quarterback position has to do right now is they want competition, Nick. I mean, they want it to.
Can there not be competition if Casey Thompson is labeled as the number one guy and Logan Smothers understands he's number two right now?
I think it diminishes the competition.
Interesting.
If you tell them,
see, I think it goes different.
Why not leave it? Why not leave it open, and not guarantee anybody anything?
Well, I don't think you're guaranteeing Casey Thompson the starting job in fall by saying, yeah, you're number one right now.
Well, if he's taking number one reps, it's kind of understood,
But we're not allowed at practice, so we can't see that.
But even then,
so that's exactly what I'm kind of getting at. Is everybody at practice, the players understand who's number one.
Mm-hmm.
And
I see what you're saying.
And I just feel like Logan Smothers is specifically Logan Smothers, who we expect to be two right now, has said on record that he's not leaving. In my opinion, that would more light the fire under him to say, okay, I gotta push harder. Here we go.
If what you're suggesting is they're not naming it because they're worried about people leaving, I don't think you can operate that way completely.
I would agree with you 100% with that. And that's why I asked the question.
I will tell you this: it's my philosophical belief that you should make people compete all the time, and you don't need to name anybody anything.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yeah, I see both. I see both sides of it.
Yeah,
where the competition should. Even in the middle of the season, just because one guy is the number one wide receiver should not mean that a guy behind him can't push him.
Right,
for his
and
job.
I said, you could come back to me real easy and see. You just said Palmer's their number one guy. Well, he's their best. I think he's their best receiver. But if listen, here's a good way to put it. Okay. What if Casey Thompson has a string of 6 bad practices
Yeah.
Okay, then he's not number one anymore. And then what's Frost got to do? He got to come out and say, okay, he's not number one anymore. I know we named him number one, but now he's not. Just keep it open. See what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that situation.
What if he
going
has?
back and
What if he
forth.
rips off 5 bad practices and Logan has 5 good practices? Just keep it open.
There we go. Sip, anything before we let you go? You've been talking for like a half hour. I'm just saying that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
No, I don't think so. I just really appreciate you having me on, and I'm really impressed by the show.
Thank you.
I am. I'm really impressed. It's fun to listen to.
Well, you have a pick tonight, Kansas?
Yes, I love Kansas to win the game.
Me too.
I love Kansas. I love.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going blowout
I love the game. Are you? You see Kansas sprinting away
by double digits.
The ceiling is the roof. Yes? No?
That's funny. That Nick
Do you
didn't
know what that is?
Well, I heard you talking about it with the Michael Jordan thing.
Oh, you know. Okay.
Did you know it before?
I sort of knew it, but not as confidently
Okay.
as she would probably want me to.
I just wanted to be on the same page.
That's interesting.
I've started using fascinating more now.
Okay, anytime Sip says,
Fascinating.
fun fact for you guys listening, anytime Sip says interesting, it's a buffer word because he doesn't know what to talk about.
Interesting.
He says it a lot.
It is a little bit.
So
of a
I
buffer
catch.
word.
I'll say this when I'm trying to gather my
Oh,
thoughts.
yeah, I'll say this.
I'll go. Well,
That's
here's my thoughts.
Okay, then you're thinking.
No, you say, like I said earlier. I'm like, we already heard it. Say something else. That's your crutch.
All right.
Ooh.
It's okay. You can leave. That's what I say. Sip, you can leave.
Okay.
We're going to go to break.
The revolving
and we
door.
will talk some Nebraska baseball next. Will Bolt is on the radio right now, and we got some updates to Core Jackson we can talk about after this.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Another packed spring sports season means it's time to get to N Street Drive-In to fill up on all your beverage needs. Stop by for great deals as April's beers of the month are Deschutes Fresh Squeeze IPA, Wild Onion Ubi Goober Hazy Peach IPA, and Belching Beaver Brewing. Also, make sure to download the new N Street Drive-In app to order online and to set up delivery right to your front door. And don't forget their top-notch crawler fill system. N Street Drive-In, your one-stop beverage stop at 1801 O Street.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen from Early Break. I've got my friend Alex from Ageless Men's Health here. I went to high school with Alex, and he was also in the Marine Corps. Alex, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Guys, we know there's a lot of testosterone companies out there, but Ageless Men's Health is different. Our personalized approach looks at the whole body, not just the numbers. Ageless only employs registered nurses and nurse practitioners to handle your care. And at Ageless, we listen to what you have to say. We invite you to check us out at agelessmenshealth.com or check us out on Google and our 100+ 5-star reviews. Ageless Men's Health, 34th and Old Cheney.
Did you know your air ducts can hold up to 17 pounds of dirt, dust, pet dander, and so much more? John Henry's is here to help make the air you breathe cleaner with a duct cleaning. If you've never had your ducts cleaned, now is the best time, especially if you have pets, someone in the home with allergies or asthma, or you've ever done a renovation. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning in to Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
If you're struggling to get motivated to work out, you're not alone, and Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is here to help. Build muscle, burn fat, and lose weight with Farrell's 10-week challenge starting April 9th, all for a chance to win $1,000. Farrell's combines kickboxing with inclusive strength training and nutrition planning to help you stay on track. Go to fxblincoln.com to sign up today. It's the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge starting April 9th with 2 locations in Lincoln.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gums. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Back to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Nicole Griffith.
We are less than 1 hour away until tip-off for the national championship. Don't I sound excited?
Yeah. You do anything for the game?
I think I'm going to go watch it at Tanner's.
Oh, cool. Cool stuff.
Are you doing anything for the game?
I'm not.
Do we have a lineup tonight?
I think it's the same as normal.
Okay, so we have the gymnastics show,
Yep.
diving show, swim diving show, and then bowling all tonight?
Yes.
Are you here or Carter's coming
Carter's coming in.
in? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go to Tanner's and watch it. They have the best mini corn dogs ever. And that's not on the kids menu. It's on the actual adult menu. I have people make fun of me because I eat mini corn dogs. Sorry, it's
Who
my
cares?
guilty pleasure.
That's all right. Yeah.
So
It's your off day. One of your off days.
how many do I have?
2. 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Because you work 4 10s.
Yes.
So
And then I work here on Monday night.
yes.
So 402-464-5685. Call in, hang out with us, text, hang out with us, or don't. How's the text line doing today?
They're doing well.
What are they saying?
I forgot to tell Carly that Rico's daughter Ellie says hello.
Oh my gosh.
They took a picture over the weekend. It was really cool. Thanks to shout out to Nathan and Carly obviously for setting that up. Nathan told Carly that they wanted to
at the game.
At the game, yeah.
Gotcha.
So so Ellie was able to meet some softball players and stuff. Brian sent in the picture of his perfect bracket.
Heck yeah.
Or 99.9% bracket. That's pretty much it.
No ceiling is the roof talk.
No, thankfully, because I think I dodged a bullet with that one. I saw you put something on Twitter though about it, so
I'm just wondering if people have heard of it.
Yeah.
So
I have not, but it's obviously a thing. So, oh well. Like I said, add it to the list of things I don't know on the air.
that's okay. So Nebraska baseball. We are going to talk about them. Will Bolt is on Nightly right now, and I'm following Steve Mark.
Oh yeah, Steve Mark. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to confirm his name.
Yes, Mark. Yeah.
Because I don't know why I don't know how to say it.
He was on the show last week. Well,
You guys are like homeboys.
Women's basketball. We were just at every home game, so it just helped out.
So these are Steve_Merrick. We'll just give him a couple shout outs. He says, per Will Bolt on nightly, Husker second baseman Core Jackson doesn't have anything too significant and could potentially see him on Wednesday. Jackson left the game with an injury in the first inning of Sunday's game at Ohio State. Merrick writes very professionally.
Yeah.
With air quotes and sentences. And then also Drew Christo. Pretty safe to say we'll see him on Wednesday.
Which is important because that's something to note. Because when he pitched against Kansas State, he pitched a midweek game in his appearance,
great.
and he didn't get out of the first inning. He got through 2/3, then walked the bases loaded. He did not get out of the first inning, and that's what kind of is so important with having midweek games this year, like they do in normal years, but they didn't have them last year, didn't have them the previous year, because the season got canceled early and things like that. So with midweek games, you're able to see and throw guys out there that won't pitch on the weekends to get them innings against quality opponents.
And what's interesting, so Nebraska is 12-14 overall. They just it's not great, but I think we need to give them a little bit of grace. I don't think Will Bolt would like to hear that. I think Will Bolt is just like, I'm probably one of the biggest Will Bolt stands, and he won the conference in his second season here, and
first full season.
Okay, first full season he wins.
Yeah, I was adding to it, yeah.
And then they need to get to 500 if they want to even be sniffing Big Ten conference play. So,
which is wild
because they won it last year outright, but they were also stacked last year. So this team is young. I feel like people are like, oh, they're bad. Like, okay, the team is young, so it's quick to say like the team sucks and they are a letdown. But last year's team and like the two teams before that, they were stacked. So you have your super seniors, the COVID year. You have Jackson Hallmark, Joe Acker, Mojo Hagee, and Spencer Schwellenbach, who is also throwing 99-mile-an-hour heaters, who's in the Braves organization. So let's take a deep breath. I know that Husker Nation is so hungry and wants, things to be rolling and cooking, but this team's not there. I would argue that this team is in a development year. I don't think it's completely a rebrand or
rebuild.
A rebuild. I feel like rebuilds are when you have a new staff.
Yeah,
and so
or you graduate a ton.
Well,
of
there
guys.
was a ton, guys, but this is more of a development of the younger guys. Like you have Max Anderson, who was like the freshman star, but it's like you're already asking him to be a leadership role. Like he's a sophomore, and you have the up the middle guys, Cam Chick and
Bryce Matthews,
and it's like Cam's older, but like they're still the outfield completely new, the pitching new, besides Kyle Perry, who came back from Tommy John and now he's injured, and then Shea Shanneman, who is great, but that's just one guy. Like they don't have their pitching rotation figured out, and they don't have their batting rotation lineup figured out. So like it's been different. So this team is gonna struggle. Like they're 12-14 overall, but they are at Omaha on Wednesday, which Omaha goes by Omaha now.
Yeah.
It's not UNO.
It's not UNO. They
Like,
are their own thing.
We can call them UNO.
I don't think so. I think you're supposed to call them Omaha.
Why? Like I'm gonna
That's
say
just how they are.
But it's UNK, UNL,
And
UNO. Like you're not just gonna be Omaha.
Stop trying to be so different.
And also, like you can't say Omaha because that's what Peyton Manning says. Omaha.
Bingo.
That's not how he says it, but it's just annoying. But I am a genius, and I looked up their schedule. They have Rutgers at home this week, then Creighton for one game, BYU for a 4-game series, and NDSU midweek game, and 9 of 10. So 9 of 10 home games.
Yeah.
So
They're on a home street.
You can pound that record.
Yeah. And I will say this last weekend, they did the little things well this last weekend. Only committed 2 errors all weekend long and throughout the 3 games total. Then they also they committed 2 errors total. Then they only walked 8 guys throughout those 3 games. So in 27 innings, they allowed 10 free bases, basically, if you think of errors at walks and errors. The pitching could have been a little bit better there. I mean, Shea Shanneman went 6 1/3, I think, but nobody else got through 4 innings, or got through 5 innings, excuse me. on the other 2 days. But you're right. Like they're still trying to figure out their pitching rotation. They switched it up this last weekend. The lineup. We'll see what happens. I think part of the reason the expectation was so big is because with a staff like this and their history, and adding a guy like Rob Childress, who's been at the Power 5 level and found success at the Power 5 level. And then you're like the guys that you did return, whether it was Max Anderson, who was, like you said, the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Bryce Matthews, or Griffin Everett behind the dish, you felt like that was a pretty solid core to come back. Plus the recruits they brought in, like Drew Christa was a name that was on draft boards.
Mm-hmm.
And if
losing his stock now.
Exactly. And if Major League Baseball had the same draft format as they did 10 years ago, where there was way too many rounds, he would have been drafted. And there's a chance he still would have been in Nebraska, but there was a lot of hype surrounding this Husker baseball program, and I think it was warranted. But now that we're in the moment, it's okay to reassess this program where they're at right now.
I would agree. There we go. That's our take on Nebraska baseball.
Well, think about this, Nicole. It's wild because
wow.
I actually, so funny. We brought up Steve. I was thinking about our conversation last Monday. We were talking about, like, coming in. This was our outlook on it was, this is the season that Nebraska baseball has an opportunity to earn national respect.
Why?
Because they went down to Arkansas last year, played well, building off of last year. Like, as a Big Ten baseball program, it's extremely hard to build or earn national respect because it's not a great baseball conference. And so if they follow it up with another strong year and maybe host a regional, like, they're going to earn and be looked at as a national program. Well, now they're going to have to win the Big Ten conference tournament again to make postseason play, because they're not going to have enough wins and a good enough win to loss ratio to make it just alone by record.
I think this season is just going to hurt. I think that we'll be able to salvage it. Like, they're not going to like lay an egg, but you can't expect, you don't have Spencer Schwellenbach.
Yeah.
You don't have
second round picks, don't grow on trees.
And you don't have a closer who can come in and throw 99. And so.
Do you know the song?
No, I don't know the song. Tell me what it is.
I think it's Work From Home.
Yes, I know. Fifth Harmony.
Yeah. Shout out Bach.
Why did he pick this song?
He picked this song.
So now you can control the power of the audio. So you just you tell me when to shut up, basically.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't want to step over lines. I don't want to have to be told to leave again.
Okay. Great segment. We will round out the show after this break, and then March Madness. I mean, there's programming on here, but
yeah,
we'll hype you guys up for the college basketball game tonight, and then cool. One final break, and we'll be back after this.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served Buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Husker fans, don't miss your chance to get a first look at this year's Nebraska football team at Memorial Stadium. The annual Husker football red and white spring game is set for Saturday, April 9th at 1 p.m. Tickets are on sale now for only $10. To secure your tickets today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen from Early Break. I've got my friend Alex from Ageless Men's Health here. I went to high school with Alex, and he was also in the Marine Corps. Alex, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Guys, we know there's a lot of testosterone companies out there, but Ageless Men's Health is different. Our personalized approach looks at the whole body, not just the numbers. Ageless only employs registered nurses and nurse practitioners to handle your care. And at Ageless, we listen to what you have to say. We invite you to check us out at agelessmenshealth.com or check us out on Google and our 100+ 5-star reviews. Ageless Men's Health, 34th and Old Cheney.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Here's to days spent roaming, and to sleeping beneath the stars, to casting another line and letting time float by. From Shadron State Park to Indian Cave State Park and every recreation area, historical, and state park in between. Here's to your adventures, your memories. Here's to going out and enjoying your Nebraska state parks. Plan your next trip today at yournebraskaparks.org. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're struggling to get motivated to work out, you're not alone, and Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is here to help. Build muscle, burn fat, and lose weight with Farrell's 10-week challenge starting April 9th, all for a chance to win $1,000. Farrell's combines kickboxing with inclusive strength training and nutrition planning to help you stay on track. Go to fxblincoln.com to sign up today. It's the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge starting April 9th with 2 locations in Lincoln.
Have you ever wanted to build a catapult? Have you ever wanted to launch something other than water balloons with a water balloon launcher? Do you want to be a national champion? Then you need to get a team and sign up for the National Avocado Launching Championship, May 21st in North Platte. That's right, the National Avocado Launching Championship is taking place right here in Nebraska. Launch avocados for fame and glory. Sign up at avocadolaunching.com. That is avocadolaunching.com. And remember, the top prize is $5,000.
What are you doing, Sip? What are you doing, Sip? So you're building what exactly? So you're building what exactly?
Switchboard. It's a motion censored switchboard.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? Are you sure you know what you're doing? Seems like a shot for a professional.
Just one more wire. Yep, there you go, right there.
Don't be like Sip. Call Joe at Ambition Electric for any of your electric needs at 402-217-3415.
Back to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Nicole Griffith.
Good show so far today. Nice to be back after a week a week off. Nick, I appreciate you taking it on for me.
You're welcome. No problemo.
I mean, you didn't really have a choice. So.
Oh, it's all good though. It's all good.
Thanks for doing it.
I got Steve. Steve came and talked for a little bit, so we're good.
Steve Mark?
Yes.
Mark? Mark. It's not Mark.
It's Mark.
Mark. Yes, you said Mark.
No, I said Mark.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I even said Merrick in the interview because I just look at his name and I think
Padilla.
Padilla.
Mark
and Padilla.
We know our friends.
Yeah.
Spaznet. Chris
Yeah.
Spaznet. Not to be confused with James, who's on the board. So, good show. That happened a couple shows ago,
That's
remember?
right. Yes, I do.
So, good show. Go back and listen. Rate, review, subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. We had Courtney Wallace and Carly Sievers of Nebraska softball on, and then Steve Sipple came and joined us for the 7:00 hour and gave us some glowing reviews, and just a nice guy. So he's clearly bored if he's coming to hang out with us on this Monday night. But okay, tonight is single-handedly the best night and one of the worst nights in sports. I don't love when the sports come to the end. So
okay, so national championship game. You love the national championship. You hate that tomorrow we
but
wake
we
up
will
and
not
there's
have
no-
college basketball tomorrow.
There's no more college basketball.
Like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Football's over.
Mhm.
World Series, it's
World
over.
Series.
That's why with the World Series of Major League Baseball, you kind of have a while because you're like, is this going to go 4, 5, 6, or 7? You can kind of brace yourself for it. Here it's like we know the date and it's over.
Yeah, that's true. Does it feel like this Final Four was exciting?
Oh, that's a good question. I felt like I was more in tune with the first 4 rounds.
I would agree.
I watched it a lot more. I also work at a CBS station, so we broadcast the games.
Okay.
So, and then on the weekends, since these games have been more spread out, they're on TNT and TBS, and that's not the main channel.
Is the game on TBS tonight or is it on CBS?
TBS.
Okay. Why is it on TBS?
Let me call up Chuck real quick
Yeah.
and ask him.
No, I'm yeah, that's different. I just wonder what the emotion is surrounding tonight's game. Because wasn't there a game though in the first couple rounds where it went late on CBS and you guys got started super late?
We started at 11:51 one night.
Ouch.
The 10 o'clock news started at 11:51.
So then do you just go till in that situation, do you go to 12:51? Like a
It's a
exact
half-hour show.
Oh, it's half hour. So you go just to 11 or 12:30? Or did you go to 12:21? You went to exactly. Okay.
It just slides.
Okay. I didn't know because with radio, you would have went either to the top of the hour or you would have went to the top of the next hour.
No, so when games happen, football games that are on CBS, or if it goes, so the shows are on the hour at 6.
Yeah.
There's a window from 6:00, 59, 5:59, whatever.
No, 50, yeah, 59
to
or whatever.
17 is the cutoff.
Oh.
So if the post game or game ends before 17, we have to have a 12-minute newscast.
So it has to be 12 minutes to up to 6:30 or what?
Yes.
Okay.
But if it goes past, if CBS National goes past 6:17, they will fill it. They will just make them keep talking for 12 more minutes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
I never knew that.
That's why sometimes it'll hit at they'll be wrapping up and it'll hit at 6:18 and there's no show.
Okay.
So sports is the first to go on the chopping block, and then it's just basically the A block and then a weather hit. It's weather.
That's really interesting.
Weather, news, weather. Yeah.
Because you don't get to hear about that. You don't
Matt
get to
Coatney
hear
will
all
tweet
that
at us
stuff.
sometimes because he's kind of in on it. So he'll be like, I don't know how you guys just did a sportscast in 7 minutes. I can't even say my name or introduce myself. We had one, a 12-minute one, and I was live at State Track. And I went up to Omaha to be live. So they were like, we want to get in a, because
Yeah,
usually
make
you don't have
sure.
sports.
Yeah.
And so I just talked really fast, tossed it back, and Madison's like, have a good night. See you at 10. And
That's awesome.
Okay, our picks tonight: Kansas and number one
Number one
Kansas, number 8 UNC. Are you taking the Fighting Hubert Davis
No.
or the
I'm-
Fighting Bill Selfs?
I'm taking the Fighting Bill Selfs by double digits.
Me too. Do you have a
Nice
score?
work. Oh, throw one. 82 to 70.
Okay, mine's 76 to 62.
Okay. So I'm 82 to 70. Yeah, that's probably right. I don't know if North Carolina will be able to stay out of foul trouble.
I will be posted up at Tanner's if anyone says hi or don't. Doesn't matter. Have a good night, and I will see you guys back here next week.
$93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relation